Where have you been? Where were you so many years?
So many years.
Yeah.
I was in Bangalore. Like that's where I moved. Like
Yeah.
after graduating.
Yeah.
And I came back as soon as I could.
Why?
I kind of miss Pune food and you know the life and the people and the chill life here. Bangalore was a struggle because I was living alone.
Okay.
And I had to do everything on my own. And I was living in a hostel as well. I hated the food there.
Okay.
So yeah.
What about the men of Bangalore?
They're really nice.
Nice?
Yeah, I got flowers, you know, to every single date that I've been on. Yeah. Like
But flowers is not just, it's not the only thing a woman
good
wants.
conversations, gentlemen, and some of them are still in touch with me every now and then. One of them invited me to his wedding and I'm like, wow, that is so cool. But yeah, not to me.
Okay.
So, but yeah, really nice men. Bangalore men, definitely vouching for them.
Yeah.
Unlike Pune men.
Why? If you do like a Pune men versus Bangalore men, what would be
Because
like?
I think I've been in Pune for such a long time that the dating community is quite small. So like everybody knows each other and everybody's like doing each other.
It's like if I've done you and you've done her or him, I have done him or her. It's like that.
Well, you can say that. I don't know how to explain it, but then yeah, we just kind of like end up dating the same people, I feel. So like
it's a small group. Are you sure?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so very much. Yeah.
Do you think like you're thick?
Of course. I got the junk everywhere.
You do. Do you think that changes the dating experience?
I don't know how, honestly, but I've had great dates. So, I mean, it depends. See, men are into everything.
है ना? क्या है यार? This is like she यार. This is कुछ भी चलेगा.
कुछ भी चलेगा. It's just that you have to be like, you know, you just gotta own it, I guess. So, I've had men who, I mean, do you want me to go into details?
I want
like,
to go into details. I'm talking girth. I'm talking like.
Oh shit. Okay, so I mean, see, like even like that, I don't think I've had a type so far.
Okay.
Though very oddly, because I'm in Pune, I've ended up dating a lot of military guys, oddly. Because I mean, the Southern Command is here, so everything is here. So, and of course, I have mostly dated through dating apps. I did not want to date through like my common friends because, as I said, the dating community is so small that I want somebody who's not from Pune in a way to, you know, be with.
Okay.
So yeah, they're into like all kinds of shit. Like,
we were coming. Let's put a
pause. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't know what you put there, but let's put it
a
there.
Bookmark.
Yeah, bookmark. Yeah. You said most of your dating has been through dating apps.
Correct.
And most of these men have been military men.
Yes.
What does the bio of a military guy look like?
Oh, they try
Wake
to
up
be
6 a.m. I don't know.
No shit. No, they try to hide everything.
They try to hide.
Yes.
But the haircut gives it up.
Exactly. Like, are you so dumb? And you know what? They make really good pets.
Bets.
Pets. Like,
Pets.
you know, like.
Oh, boy toys.
Yeah, they make really good
like
boy
satta
toys.
अच्छा मारता है आदमी. Like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're so used to, like,
obeying to orders.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it does translate to that. Although there is an inherent need to dominate because they can't do that.
Okay.
So that's where the conflict really arises.
So these are men who are dominating but also listen to orders?
Correct.
That turns you on?
Maybe. I think now they are not my type anymore. I want like a nice guy. I'm into nice guys, though they are too complicated. The long distance is messy and I just find them a little too unreliable. And they cheat.
Army men.
So much.
I think that's such a cliche that, you know,
it's not a cliche.
The sailors have got wives on every port.
I wouldn't know about that since I never ended up being married or dating someone.
My family has a lot of sailors.
So yeah, but then you know, like I have a friend who's married. Their partners ended up like cheating and going away. So that's not really nice. Like,
But is cheating is not an army thing.
of course it's not. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. I mean, it happens in teaching as well. Like, okay, the stress gets to you. So I think it's just a matter of, a lack of communication and, just falling out of love, I think.
So you've been teaching for some time now?
Yes.
How many years?
This is my 6th year now.
Wow. And which subject do you teach?
I teach English.
English. So you're like that hot English teacher.
No, I'm not.
You're like thick English teacher.
Oh shit.
You're like the well-spoken English teacher. You're like the flirty English teacher.
Absolutely not. I'm a very strict teacher, and I have a lot of children whom I really love.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just limited to that. And some of them are like budding authors as well.
Okay.
And they have ended up publishing books, and they're doing their own thing.
What age are these students?
So I have taught like right from grade 6 to grade 12.
Okay.
Currently, I'm just sticking to grade 6 to 10.
Why so?
11th and 12th is a lot of work.
Work.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I took a gap year in between, and I'm just starting my job again. So I wanted to, take it slow, take it easy. So
But don't you think that puberty struck men especially are difficult to handle, which is around the 6th, 7th?
Oh, it is. But here's the thing, it becomes a challenge only when we actually spot it, right?
Spot what? The puberty? The hair on your,
no, not that way, but like them acting it out.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're pretty much, well-functioning children, right? But let's say something triggers them and they want to like throw a tantrum or, they ended up watching some things that they shouldn't be watching, at whatever age that is or wherever that is, right? And let's say they are caught doing that.
Okay.
It's only then I, as a teacher, am able to address it. But it's not easy to notice the other signs because children have adapted to, say, pretending and keeping that face that, everything is fine and everything. That is so well. Like, because, for example, there are children, everything is amazing. They are submitting things on time. They're doing well in their assignments. But it's just that one thing happens and then and then you start connecting the dots. Okay, something was wrong with this person back then as well, but I failed to catch it. So that is where I think we as adults need to step in and I guess just read the clues a little more closely.
Do you think the role of a teacher has changed now? Context being that social media has become so relevant, access to all kinds of information has become like, so now the students knows.
Oh, we have a robot teaching the class. What are you talking about?
A robot teaching in the class?
Yes. There's an actual robot in my class.
Who's also a teacher?
Yes. I work with Indus International School.
Is it a good school?
Well, according to EduWorld, it's one of the top schools in India.
Don't be diplomatic. Is it a good school?
According to EduWorld, it's one of the top schools in India. All right.
Top at what?
Huh?
Be very, you're talking generic stuff now.
Listen, I'm a millennial who's struggling to pay her
job.
To get a job to pay her bills, okay?
Best school, Indus International.
Yes. All right, it's a good school. I'm not going to deny that. It gave me a job. It helped me set my career. So it's a good school. They are quite innovative. As I said, having a robot in a classroom, I think it's something that I don't think anybody has done it so far. Honestly, in my opinion, I feel the robot is still very much in a testing phase.
When it's a full-size robot in the classroom?
In the classroom.
Is this like a industry-wide practice now? Like other schools also have this?
I've
never heard this.
Not yet. It's not common yet because we are still, I think it's in a testing phase wherein some subjects work effortlessly. For example, a lot of science, history, geography, the lessons are going quite well from what I hear. But in English, I'm definitely struggling. I'm definitely struggling.
So does this robot substitute you as a teacher?
Yes.
Completely?
No, partially. I mean, content the robot will give, but emotional and other learning needs the teacher will have to take care of. At least so far. I don't know what is going to happen in next 10 years. Maybe the robot can take care of that as well. If you have like a fully functional robot, like, for example, in that movie Her, right?
Yeah.
What if it's an actual like a human person? I think that's going to very well take care of emotional needs as well, wouldn't it? So,
how does that make you feel? Like this is a career for you, and a robot might actually substitute you, and you can see it. It's in the room. A Sautan wala feeling aata hai.
Actually, not Sautan wala. The first time I saw it, I was kind of creeped out. I was kind of creeped out. Like, you know, it was like blinking its eyes at me, but at the same time, it's looking like one of those anime eyes. When I see anime, I just think of one thing, and you know where that goes. And
that's okay. I know.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, that's a little too creepy.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, but I guess we just had to get used to it.
And okay, so what's the language? English is one. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that all the like history, the entire history syllabus is uploaded on the software and now through a text to speech. But is it interactive?
Yes. So there is like a mic that can be passed around. You can just talk in the mic and ask questions, and the robot is going to actually answer those questions.
So what is your role in the same room if this is happening then?
My role would be, for example, the student might struggle to frame the questions itself. All right. And I would have students with various learning needs. Okay, so somebody like, for example, you're learning through, what can I say, visuals. Okay, whereas I'm someone who's going to learn through actual reading and research and, you know, like tangible something, like by doing something. So I will have to cater to those kind of differentiation there then.
But how do you identify the student's learning style?
I would know that beforehand. Only then I would like take it ahead. I mean, we've been teaching students for a while, so it's not that robot just randomly popped up. So so we schedule the classes, of course. It's only when we want somebody else to step in, like for example, today let's say today I'm teaching them how to write an article, all right? But I know that it's just heavily content based. I just want them to identify what falls where. For example, I need a headline, subheading, images, blah, blah, blah. So instead of me teaching this, the robot can teach it. The content, just the content. Yeah.
So is this enabling you to teach students in a better way, or?
That's the idea. That's the idea, but I somehow do end up repeating my entire class.
Repeating your entire class?
Yeah. Because as I said, it's still in that testing phase. So at least English, we haven't been that successful. I don't know about my other colleagues, but I haven't been successful. So,
what are the students like? Hey, Bhencho, I mean, if this was my class, if I had a robot in my class, and do you leave the robot in the class?
Oh, yeah.
In the snacks break also?
Yes, absolutely.
Bro.
No, so there are rooms assigned. There are rooms assigned for the robots. I think we have like 8 or 10 robots, if I'm not mistaken.
What must be the expenditure for the college, for the school to get this?
Oh, that's expensive. Robots are expensive. Yeah, because they have themselves engineered it. So, like, right from the softwares to actual having a tangible robot. So this is an Indus proprietary... Correct. It's their copyright or whatever, trademark.
Does this increase the admission cost of the child?
So far, I don't think so. So far, because the whole idea is so that teachers, you know, they're going to replace the teachers. Not yet, honestly. I don't think so. This is going to happen in next, say, 20, 30 years.
What's the, you know, what's the HR telling you, Pappy? Don't panic. Wait. There's a robot here. Let's talk about your career growth.
No, nothing like that. It has nothing like that. Nothing like that. Because this shift hasn't been that drastic. Not yet. I think it's going to take at least 20 years for this.
20 years?
Yeah. Unfortunately. If this is the pace they are on, 20 years, I can definitely think. Unless like some big brain steps in and saves the day kind of a thing. Yeah.
Interesting. What else are you doing? What else?
This year I have traveled a lot. Yeah,
You were
because
in Sikkim recently.
Shillong.
Shillong, you were in Shillong,
Yes,
yeah.
I went to the Cherry Blossom Festival. Akon was like right here. I just had to do this.
Yeah. Okay.
So Akon, Bonnie M.
Bonnie M was there.
Oh
yeah.
my God, I know they're legendary.
Yeah.
I spilled some. Okay. Bonnie M, they're legendary. They are still dancing. They're still jumping. They're
Yeah.
still singing. Wonderful talent. Wonderful
And there was
talent.
this Cherry Blossom Festival, right? This
Yes,
is part
so
of
that's
it, yeah.
that's where I went.
Yeah.
That's where I went. I somehow had the front row fan pit tickets and
Yeah.
whatnot. So, that was like the time of my life. I initially went for, of course, Bonnie M, and
Yeah.
then Akon was like, okay, wow. The most surprising thing
Yeah.
was, what can I say? These local acts. They are so good, and they are so underrated.
Okay.
Like Jessie Lindo, Lou Majau, The Great Society, fantastic performances. I don't remember the
Yeah.
others' names. Some rap group right from the Northeast.
Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant people. Like there's pure raw talent there.
Yeah.
And the city is so beautiful. People are so nice. I was taken care of in the concert.
How so?
In every way possible, yeah.
There's one person who said, Papeeha is looking so nice.
Yeah,
Papeeha is looking so nice.
it's not, usually like I'll say when you go to a concert as a girl,
Yeah.
if at all somebody's talking to you, feel okay, it's with a certain agenda.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the agenda?
Like, okay, they want to get to know you, they want to be close to you and,
Get
take things ahead or whatever. But no, here people are just having fun.
Yeah.
And it's guys, girls, they're just taking care of each other and they're making sure you're fine.
Yeah.
The drinks are pouring in, everybody's chilling. So it's just like the whole community is together and you're just part of the community. So that's what it feels like. At least that's what I felt like. And trust me, I've been to a lot of concerts and this is the first time I'm like, okay, wow, I am definitely going there again.
But this was more like a boutique concert.
What do you mean?
More because Akon is not what he used to be. I don't think people in this
He's-
room also know who Bonnie M is. Most of us know, but maybe not all of us who's watching.
Maybe their parents do. Maybe their parents do.
Bonnie M was late 80s, majority 80s.
Yes.
But by boutique, I mean it was more curated, more niche concert. It
Yes.
was not like a Diljit Kaya or a
Not at
Coldplay.
all. Not at all. I don't think so. I would even end up going there. But I saw Bonnie M's name and I'm like, I have to.
Yeah.
So I don't want to miss out on that,
What are your experiences of concerts in general? Because recently the Coldplay fiasco, and Diljit as well, 25,000 rupees.
I struggled to get tickets for Coldplay. I gave up. I did not bother logging in the second time. I'm like, okay, it's not happening. Just like leave it. We'll just have like a car concert. You and I, we can go on a drive.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do
Wow.
that.
Now that I have my plan set, okay.
Yes, so that's our Coldplay concert.
Okay. Pappy,
Yeah.
you've been going to the gym quite a lot because I see your socials.
Yeah. I'm trying.
It's like a thirst trap of all kinds. You've been putting out content regularly of you exercising, working out. Also documenting your emotions, like some days not so great, some days, oh wow, it's a great workout.
Yeah,
Some days,
yeah.
okay, some work or life things have affected you. So you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
Why?
I kid you not. So I've been raised pretty much by myself.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm like a single parent child. I was raised by my grandparents, right? But after they've gone, so it's just me. And though I stay, with my dad and everything, but these kind of things, most of the things I've learned from social media and the internet out there as to how to actually function as a social being, because I never saw my parents socializing or anything. I mean, it's only when they met my cousins or anything. But
did you
nothing
see your
more
parents
than
often
that.
though?
While growing up, not really.
Okay.
While growing up, not really. But yeah, my grandparents, they were so sorted, so well in life. They were like the power couple that I know of, and I'm like, okay, I can only dream of being that.
Yeah.
So it was great. So that's where my ideals, are from. Like, okay, this is how you should be. This is how things work. But then it's also to understand that they belong to a different generation. All right. And to stay in this generation, whatever things I could see, I mean, okay, when it comes to fitness, for example, I had to see what people are doing and how is it going, what kind of workouts I have to do. Because back home it's just like, oh no, you have to lose weight, you have to lose weight, you have to lose weight. There was no concept of, say, being healthy. Or maybe the communication patterns were very different. So I believe if I just put myself out there, maybe it's more of a reflection for me whenever it pops out in a memory, or it can help some other person as well. It's either or, honestly.
Do you think that you've struggled with weight issues?
Always, all my life. Yeah, like from the time I was like a child, probably since the time I was like 6, 7, 8. So I have always been on the heavier side. My highest was 135.
Okay.
And right now I'm somewhere around 115, 116.
Okay.
So I did manage to lose that much during the gap year that I took.
Okay.
I believe a lot of weight comes from, as cliche as it sounds, stress.
Okay. You mean emotional eating because of the stress?
Emotional eating or just your mental state of mind.
Okay.
It can be either or. And you need to, whatever is in your head, you need to say it out loud. That helps.
That helps? So
Big
like
time.
For somebody who, because see, I think this is a common problem for a sizable audience that they're not able to lose weight.
Yeah.
What would you tell them, like something, because you've been on this for a long time now?
It's been a year. It's been a year. I'm
yeah.
on the journey, and let's say I've just lost like 20 kgs.
Wow.
So, there's a long way to go.
Yeah.
There's a long way to go. I still want to lose 30 more kgs. And I do plan to do that in 2025.
But what if you lose your curves?
You think I will ever?
You only do squats, nah? Don't lie. You say it's a upper body day, but you're like, fuck it. I'm gonna squat.
Okay, so I had a knee injury. I'm struggling with squats. I can't squat very deep now, but I do squats.
Yeah.
Squats are like,
Yes.
it's a must. Yeah, if I want to maintain that, like a spankable ass.
Yeah. Wow.
You got to do that.
Yeah. Let me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you can touch later.
I'm gonna just grab it from far.
Yeah, you should. Workout. Yeah. So just talk to people, figure it out.
Is it more cathartic just that you're talking, you know that there's an audience, and because of social media you can talk to a lot of people via your page, so it's like more cathartic in nature that this is what I'm going through?
No, I don't.
Is it a cry for attention?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
I can stay without social media. Of course I can. But it's more like me documenting the journal because I want to see what the end product is going to be. And I want to see my journey, rather than just jumping
and it's also
wherever I am.
people, it's not just you on the journey now. There are people on the journey with you.
Yes. So, I started working out because, I was suffering from PCOD.
Okay.
And that had escalated to next level. So, when I say next level, it means that I had for one entire month I was bleeding, then I got on medication.
Okay.
And after that, the first period I received, the clumps were as big as a baby's hand.
Okay.
And that was one of the most painful experiences I've been through. And I decided that's when that I need to quit my job, I need to take some time off and figure my health out. And that's what I did. So it is a journey, it is a long journey. PCOD honestly is nothing but a lifestyle disorder.
Okay.
So those medications, they were just to cleanse my entire system. But as soon as I was on them for 3 months, not birth control, because a lot of doctors do tend to prescribe birth control for PCOD.
Okay.
But that's not the thing. Some hormones, go see a good gynecologist, if you have that issue going on, and which is 1 in every 4 women in India. So, and that's when I started working out. I started slow. I started with just yoga. I did that for a couple of months rather. Yoga and walking, and then I started hitting the gym and picking up the weights. So it's a slow journey. I did not want to jump in. So I have a trainer called Shweta Mallikarjuna. We are based in Talegaon. brilliant lady. Okay, brilliant lady. The way she would push me, the way she would check up on me. Even if I'm going out, she would make sure she's video calling me and seeing what am I eating and not cheating on her.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
So under her, I lost a lot of weight. Then I shifted and started my training with the head trainer in the gym, and
he's hot.
Well, he's like more of, what can I say, an elder person that you look up to.
Okay.
I mean, of course, he's hot. He's surely hot, but I see him more as okay, my
like,
son,
Papi, no,
my teacher.
No, he's your teacher, Papi. What's the problem with the modern man?
I wish they were a little more feminine.
Feminine? Okay.
Yeah.
Why so? Like, are they getting more aggressive? I mean, wait. Okay. Effeminate is not feminine. That I understand.
I'm not talking about be manly, be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
Just like don't leave your values aside. Okay, or maybe I just haven't dated a good man in a really long while. So probably, I have these inhibitions or these, what can I say, walls in front of me. But maybe I'm talking to someone nice. So maybe he's here to change my perspective and make things for
But
better.
when you say that you wish they were a little more feminine, what are they, brash? Are they maybe a little insensitive? Or?
Insensitive, yeah. Like be a little more gentle, be a little more self-aware. That is one good word that I would say. Situationally aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to give an example here, like?
No, I wouldn't want to give. I can't think of something specific.
Yeah.
I can't think of something specific.
What was the you're with a guy and you're like, nahi yaar, nahi bhai, ye mat kar, ya ye kar. Is there anything particular that comes to your mind?
Yeah, one time I was with someone and okay.
Say it. Say it. Don't say the PG-13 one. Yep.
Yeah, okay. So he was into this cult of Sadhguru. I would call it a cult.
Wow.
I would call it a
You
cult.
said cult and Sadhguru in the same sentence. Okay, yeah.
It was scary. It was scary.
Yeah. What was scary?
He tried to get me into it, bro.
Oh,
He's making me meditate. He's making me chant.
You're like, I'm here only for the dick.
Yes.
What the fuck is this?
Yes. It was scary.
Yeah.
It was like.
Yeah, but like what? He's coercing you to Papi meditate karte hai saath mein.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did end up meditating. I'm like, and then later I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
This is not my form of meditation. My form of meditation is going out and watching birds.
Okay.
So that was a little scary, and he would whatever kriya or something that they would do early morning. He's like a religious follower.
Yeah.
Nothing against them. Nothing against them. Just don't try to put it on me. Just don't try to drag me into it, into your mess of a head. I think. Yeah. It was a scary experience.
Okay.
Yeah, and I call him Kutriya now.
Kutriya.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you misbehaved by any of these men? Maybe in some subtle way, or I don't know.
Misbehaved.
Or just common sense, yeah. Fuck that. But open the door for me when you're let me enter.
Oh, I have to teach them how to do it. Can you believe it?
Saddest thing. Yeah.
I have to teach so many men how to do that, or rather, or maybe at this point I've just given it up and I do it for myself as well as them. I'm being the man here, I know. I feel like I'm losing my feminine touch because of the men that I'm around.
That's a great point. Do you think that because men are not being men, women are not able to be more women?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. At the end of the day, we want to be taken care of, but clearly a man is not doing that, so we have to do it ourselves. And in a way, that is how our parents also raised us, so we can blame them as well. But ठीक है, क्या करें?
Do you think AI is the answer here? Like good dating material robots?
I would love it.
You know?
That would be like such
Take
a
that
safe
robot you have
thing.
there home and let's just work on the software.
Yeah, that would be it doesn't have
It doesn't
parts.
have parts. We can always get some welded, see. No worry, I know some people.
Yeah, great.
Tavi, what are your thoughts on feminism? Are you a feminist?
Why wouldn't I be? I think every woman is a feminist and everyone should be.
Well, what's a feminist?
It's idea of just being equal. It's as simple as that. I'm not talking about that, okay, one gender is, what can I say? Let's not go back to Animal Farm where, some animals are better than the other animals. So here's it's not that some gender is, what can I say, better than the other gender. It's nothing like that. It's just that it boils down to the basic that, you and I, we are humans at the end of the day, and we have to treat each other that way. That's it.
Okay, so feminism is essentially about equality.
For me, yes.
Okay.
And I try my best to practice it as much as I could.
Okay.
But I struggle. I'm raised in a very patriarchal household, so so I struggle. But I think they are also quite open-minded enough, in a way, at least from what I see now. But I think my grandparents were way more cooler than my parents.
Why so? So we're talking that generation was cooler than...
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. I don't know. I honestly don't have a reason behind it, but it's just that my own experiences with my family has taught me that, okay, my grandparents were way cooler than, say, my dad ever will be in his life.
Okay.
So...
maybe it was a different time.
Maybe, yeah. Sure,
Maybe
it was a different time.
Economically, it was a different time.
Economically, it was a different time, but in a way that both my grandparents were educated and both of them devoted their lives to charity for the longest time. So my grandmother, she was a deaf and dumb teacher. Okay. And she, of course, was a principal as well, over the course of time. And my grandfather was a pediatrician. So both of them were like the most, what can I say, a very powerful couple that I can think of. And that is so cool, like spending your life doing philanthropy work and charity work.
Rich grandparents, no?
Hardworking.
No, philanthropy doesn't come like bigari philanthropy nahi kar sakta.
No, but they gave their services in form of, say, action, right? At the end of the day. Like, he was a doctor, but it's not like he left us mansions or anything. But he left us with such great memories and such great stories and such great inspiration. So why not? Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about your dating life? We have already spoken in bits and parts.
I know.
Tell me about some of the wildest compliments you've got from either sexes.
Wildest compliments?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first time I decided to see girls was, I think it was just one of those afternoons where we girls are just chilling, having a very lazy, relaxing time, sipping on wine. But I have no idea. Somehow we all just ended up kissing and making out with each other. And
nice.
I mean, that did happen. And the next day we were
again
off.
Making out in the afternoon.
No, we were off doing some work, and this girl is like, it really turned me on the way we kissed. Yeah. And I'm like, huh? Was I able to do it? I could turn a girl on?
Wow, that's so much for your validation. No?
I know.
I can do it again.
I ended up doing it multiple times. So that was it. And I explored.
But would you identify as a bisexual?
I don't think so. Not now.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah, not now. Because I haven't found the girl that I probably want to date.
Kya problem hai na? Somewhere you feel I've not found the right man. Now you're also feeling, Bhenchod, I've not found the right woman also.
I know. That is so sad. So, and that exploration kind of continued and in a very, what can I say, research-oriented way as well.
You're like taking journals? Okay.
No, I ended up writing a research paper on ethics in homosexual relationships.
Okay.
And it got me a prize.
That got you laid. Fuck the prize.
Anyway, not with her, not with the one that I was crushing on that time, but with someone else.
Okay.
But theek hai.
Okay, so interesting. You wrote a journal, you theorized your experience.
Yes.
What was the findings of it?
Well, I was young, so in that age, the only way I could convince my, what can I say, the review team was...
I felt it. I mean, yes.
Yeah, I asked him, how would you know? You have not done it.
Yeah.
So you need to go out there and try it before you talk to me.
Okay.
So that's what I actually said to the man in the review team, and somehow that that touched the.
No, because that fucked. He was scared. He was like, "Bhai, should say bol rahi. It's become an issue now. I don't want to be with the fuck with the LGBT community. This can't be like then it will become a feminist thing also. No equality."
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. He took it in a very sporty manner, but yeah.
Just horny.
Probably. I was always hot, so who knows?
Yeah, he didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Do you identify with the LGBT community? Would identification be a strong word?
I think I'm a part of it.
Yeah.
Am I not?
Yeah. Like openly?
I mean, I have
Yes,
friends.
quite evidently.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I am
Yeah.
straight. I'm
Yeah.
straight, but I've been around.
See, this is this incongruence of experience and words is beautiful. Do you think that probably some of these experiences have strengthened your belief that, hey, actually I'm straight? Okay,
No,
these
it
were-
actually made me admire women a lot more. I don't care about my orientation, honestly,
Yeah.
but it made me admire women so much more. Like, even although, yes, I do like doing things with a man, but if you ask me to look at someone, it's always the woman that I'm going to look at.
I think this is a very feminine thing.
They're so beautiful. Why wouldn't I look at them? Like, although you are like a really pretty hot guy, but then...
Can you say that again? He didn't get
Shut
it.
up.
Yeah.
No. But it's not like I'm going to look at you twice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I'm so sorry,
Yeah.
but like, honestly, that's the truth. Like,
I'm leaving.
I would rather look at a really nice woman and, you know, admire her. Yeah.
You know, this is not the first time I'm hearing this from a woman.
Okay.
A lot of my female friends have voiced this. Of course, maybe the accent of delivery or the choice of words are different, but this is the crux of what they were saying.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Do you think fundamentally every woman has the potential to be lesbian? Or is lesbian to a certain extent?
Might be.
Might be, no? Possibility.
I mean,
Make a research paper on it.
you know, you should ask your brother to do it. He's the one who studied psych and he's well versed with data. I have given up on collecting data. As a teacher, I'm just done with the word data. I don't want it anymore.
Okay, tell me, what would make it acceptable for a teacher to date a student?
No way, never.
No?
Yeah.
Age? Like a really 42-year-old hedge fund, 6'2".
Maybe their father. Maybe their father.
Call your father.
My father?
Call the student's father.
Yeah, I don't mind. If he's single, why not?
You're really excited about open days. Not for the reasons that you think.
Yeah, we want to know which parent is. Like, no, honestly, we don't care. But
like you see, एक ऐसा कंधे रुकने वाले parents, take it, 90%, take it. It's like, whoa.
no, you know, the sad thing about open days, especially with this generation, is that the parents want to hear only the good things about their children.
Okay.
And very often, rather, it's so common that we don't have anything great or anything exceptional to say about their child.
Okay.
So they are not very open to the feedback. And that's where the real struggle is. So it's, like for example, the child is, what can I say, not doing anything. He's simply just being lazy despite, despite having the potential, despite having the brain to actually think and deduce an answer or whatever it is. But the child has simply, is having an existential crisis that, none of us can solve.
Yeah.
So I think that's where perhaps the parents also need to step in and, reinforce some boundaries or perhaps change some habits. Do something like that, right? But no, they want to hear, why is my child not doing this? Oh, isn't he used to do so much? He used to be so great. He used to do so well in PYP. I don't know what happened in MYP. I'm like, it's a transition. They're growing, they're entering the formative years. They're entering the teenage. Puberty is hitting them. So much is happening. So be a little kind towards the child, don't.
So it's not a student problem, it's a parent problem.
I think so, yeah. I don't want to say it very harshly, but I think it is. Yeah. And the right kind of attention has to be given to these, young children. And honestly, it's not that often that I see the right kind of attention being given to them.
Do you think this pronouns and I identify with has become a talking point in that circle?
One of, what can I say? I think this was pre-pandemic. It was a huge thing, honestly.
Okay.
At least in my school, it was a huge thing. Like, oh, this is my pronoun and all of that. We did follow it, of course. I mean, why not?
It. Yeah.
If the student is explicitly telling me that, this is my pronoun.
What would the student say? Like, give me an example.
For example, miss, you know what? I think I'm going through some transition. Can you? They would just give me their name. So they had ended up changing their names entirely.
Yeah.
Documented names, by the way.
Okay, so parents know this.
Yeah. Parents know this. Parents are well aware. They're changing their documented names. I mean, it's nothing. You just address them by their names then. Simple as that. That's where the conversation would end. At least for me. If they're, of course, struggling, then we send them to the counselor and they take care of it. So that way, I think the responsibilities are quite divided. You say that, okay, as a teacher, like at least back in our day, our teachers were everything for us, right? Like they were our counselors, they were our parents, they were doing everything. But I think now the shift is that as a teacher, I'm just a teacher. Though, yes, my expectations are, yes, I should be there to counsel, I should be there to do things and all. But frankly, I don't have the time.
You don't have the time?
I don't have the time. I have so many classes in a day. As soon as I finish one class, I have to head to the next class. It's not that I can stop and talk to the student and address the issue right then and there. I cannot do that. So
this is irrespective of you having a robot who is literally going to do the things that you're doing.
I know. So we just send them to the counselor and then they take care of it. So I think it also creates more job opportunities in a way by, giving multiple roles to multiple people.
Funny, I would like to do a research. Is the admission cost of a school
it's quite
has
high.
Any relation with the pronouns of the school? I don't think there's a problem in government school.
I don't think so either.
Like I can't see वाडिया में कोई आके टीचर को बोलता है सर मेरे को कुछ बोलना है who the fuck are you?
Yeah, come on, Vadias, you really think?
Vadias में my Marathi is not so strong, nor is my accounting. There was the teacher, हमारी teacher Marathi में accounting सिखाती थी. It was like, okay, एक minute, first decipher what she said from Marathi to Hindi. And you still have a problem because even if you have, now it's like, okay, what do you do with this?
Word.
A plus B is equal to...
Thankfully, English department was sorted enough. Yeah. And we used to have guest lecturers from Mira's. Good teachers,
Good
I miss them.
Make out with
Miss Snowbird, I love her. Yeah. I remember her. So she was the best one out there.
Nice, Patti. It's been a nice talk with you.